friends! Welcome back to our channel if you've seen our videos before, and if you are new, my name is Hope.
My name is Abby.
And we're the Disney Sisters.
Today we are going to be doing the Spring Disney Movie Tag. This was created by our friend Nina over at Wrestling with Disney, which I will link in the description. And to my knowledge, we were not tagged to do this. If you tagged us and I didn't see it,
holla!
Sorry, please let me know. I will link you in the description as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think we were, but I'm not sure.
We just thought this would be a really fun one to do. We love getting to talk about Disney movies and maybe spill some tea even. I don't know. We're just going to see how this goes. And we will be sure to link Nina's channel in the description box, so if you want to check out the original video, go do that as well.
Yes. So basically this is a tag of 7 questions, all having to do with springtime, and where we get to talk about some Disney movies. Have a good time.
Yeah. Let's talk some Disney movies.
Question number 1. A movie that has a rough start but ends beautifully, like how spring begins with winter and ends with summer. Now I have to say, I prefer winter.
With those two.
But I realized
when
that
summer turns to fall, which turns to winter. Beauty.
However,
True
I realized that we are in a climate where we don't have to deal with like ice and snow in winter.
And summer is
ridiculously hot.
So we just love a nice winter breeze.
I am blessed to say I prefer winter. However, I know a lot of people
we get it.
But I'm sad because it's already like 100 degrees outside.
It's true.
And it's May, and I am sad. Okay, so
back to the movies.
For this question, the one that I could think of that because I remember when we saw this for the first time, is Frozen. Because do you remember how much we cried at Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
For the
first
time
time?
Cried.
In the movie theater.
Can I also say,
sobbing.
I don't even know how this happened at the time, but when Frozen came out, we didn't see it for months. It was in the theater for at least 2 or 3 months before we saw it, which is crazy.
It was like the next
But
January.
also, I don't know how, I was not spoiled to anything that happened in the movie before we saw it. Anything. Like, I don't even know how that's possible now, but literally, we had no idea walking into the theater what the movie was going to be.
Yeah, we just knew it was the new Disney movie and we were excited about it, but...
And the moment that the we started, even with like the breaking through the ice and scaring us half to death, and then through the whole
it was literally
first
a jump scare.
We were immediately into it and immediately intrigued, which I suppose is kind of the opposite of what this question is saying, because they're saying rough start, but we're talking about
my thought was emotionally. And as far as the characters' lives are concerned, it's a rough start.
Are there any movies that we can think of that have like a slow start where we're like, where is this going? And then it kind
I'm
of
honestly
picks up?
not sure. I couldn't really think of any.
I don't know.
So for me, it was more like, from the character's perspective, this is a rough place to be in. But I don't know. That was kind of the one that I could think of for this question.
Question 2. Share a Disney movie series that you always like to watch from the beginning. So this one, I think, is a pretty clear answer for both of us. Now, granted, I want to put it out there that we love series. We love movies. We are a huge fan of sequels and triples, trequels. Just made a word.
Trilogies?
Trilogies,
That's the word you were looking for.
I don't even think of them as trilogies because they can stand alone or be part of another. In a trilogy, I think you have to watch them in order. Anyways, we digress.
And I will also say, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say, Nina did say we could include like Marvel and Star Wars, and I do love those.
Yes.
But
so the obvious answer for me, and I think for both of us, is the Cinderella trilogy. Yes. So Cinderella 1, 2, and 3. I love all of these movies individually. I love watching them as like standalone movies, but I also love having a really good movie series night where we just sit down and watch all 3. I love them because they are not very long.
Yes,
unlike the Star Wars movies that are like 4 hours each. I love the Star Wars movies, but I'm just making a point. They're nice, short, and sweet. I think each of them gets their point across amazingly, and they move the story along in massive ways.
They do. They've all got great music. And I feel like when we watch one, we have to watch all 3.
Yes, they just come together.
It just happens for us. Like, we're like, now I want to watch all of them, and we do it.
Yeah. So. And let us know in a comment down below, have you seen Cinderella 2 and 3?
If not, you should.
If not, don't walk. Run.
They're on Disney+. You'll thank us later.
Go check them out.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Question number 3 is time to get back outside, a movie that helps you appreciate the beauty of the outdoors. So for me, the first one that popped into my mind, the obvious answer is Brother Bear. I cannot, with how beautiful that movie is, and the like Alaskan landscape, it's
the Aurora
just...
Borealis.
Brother Bear 2
rivers.
is also another one, because that Aurora Borealis scene where they're in the like little cave with the fire and everything. Not only is it emotionally so much, but it's so beautiful that I cry every time.
It's so beautiful. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely those for me.
The first one that popped into my head when I think about like beautiful scenery outdoors is Tangled. And the first time that Rapunzel is getting to experience the world, and the first time she like puts her toes in the grass and all that kind of stuff. That
so
world, that form of nature is what kind of nature I want to be in. Like, that grass looks so plush and non-allergenic, and then she just rolls around in it. I'm like, I want to roll around in that.
Even though I know it would kill me if I actually did it.
So I really want to jump into her animated movie and roll around in the grass. Not actual grass, but
that's a good one.
Yeah, it makes nature seem even more beautiful to me than it actually is. All right, guys, here comes the tea. If you don't like it, blame Nina. Question 4, Spring Fever. Share a Disney movie that you are tired of hearing about, that you were over, that you were sick of, that you just want to move on, press skip.
For me, I went with one that I think is a little bit overhyped. I took it as more of the overhyped concept of the question, and I said Captain Marvel. Now, I have watched this pretty recently. It took me a long time to get around to watching it, but I wanted to get it out of the way before like WandaVision and all of the new Disney Plus shows
catch up. Like, you have to keep
I
up
wanted
with
to
it.
catch up.
You can't just miss a huge
It was
chunk.
the one I hadn't seen, so I kind of decided to go back and watch it with my brother. It was fine. I thought it was fine. Like, everyone, so many people that I know touted it as like this great like girl power, and it's so cool, and I love this movie. It's one of my favorite standalone Marvel ones, and I thought it was fine. Like, I'm excited for the sequel because I love Miss Marvel as a character, so I'm excited to see Kamala come into it, but like, I don't really care. That's all.
That's all, thanks.
I don't like talking about things I don't like. It makes me sad.
Honestly. And I want to put this out there as a disclaimer. Just because we're saying that we're tired of something or it wasn't our favorite doesn't mean that if you like it, that we think you shouldn't.
You're
like,
totally allowed to like something.
Like these, then more power to you. I think that's great. Everyone has their different opinions. And we have things that thrill us, and they're all different. The thing for me that I just feel like is, again, overhyped, I feel like I just see it at every turn, and I'm just like, kind of don't want to see it at every turn anymore, is Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. I know.
Fair.
And here's the thing, is that I was new to the Star Wars universe. I mean, I kind of joined it a little bit later in life. I was a teenager before I even watched any of the Star Wars movies. I am personally more of a fan of like the classics. I really like them. And I like the concept of the new movies, and I like the scenery. Oh, that could be for the scenery. That's where is the new Star Wars movies.
It's kind of an alien scenery, so I don't know if it really counts as like beauty of nature.
To be honest, just the whole like the characters of the new movie, I feel like are slightly, and by slightly I mean a lot, overhyped. And I mean, I guess people hype the same about the original characters, but...
Okay, I know there's one character in particular you're talking about. Just say it.
Okay.
I know you're thinking of a particular character. Just say it. Get it out there.
Okay, to be honest, 2. But Kylo Ren,
That's
mainly, that's the main one. And then also Kylo Ren and Rey together. I feel like people don't like how the movie ended, or some people love it and some people hate it, and I feel like there's nobody in the in-between. Although I guess I fall in the in-between. I'm like fine with it. But I feel like the movie ended
the way it ended.
They're not going to go back and re-edit the movie.
Move on, let it go.
So let's just work on the new Star Wars movie and move forward with our lives instead of wishing that they had done something different with the movie that they didn't do.
That's fair.
Moving on.
Another one I feel like, I'm sorry, I just thought of this as you were talking, because I was thinking about Alien Landscape, and I thought one movie that's really weirdly overrated is Avatar. Like, it was
they
fine.
built a whole land on it.
I know, but we watched it and I was like, I don't understand.
That's the other thing too, is because we actually went to Pandora and experienced the whole land and everything, and then we were like, you know, we should probably watch the movie, so we watched the movie after that.
And it was fine.
And I honestly feel like the land is far more beautiful than what the movie portrayed.
Like, I didn't...
Just us. You know? And I honestly think because people had hyped it so much in my brain, I hyped it so much in my brain, that when I watched it, I was like...
Well, I just feel like it's such, like, a cultural phenomenon. Like, it was the highest grossing movie and all this stuff, so I expected it to be, like, a masterpiece. And
in my brain, I was like, okay, it's going to be up here. And then it was like, it was fine.
But I do love World of Avatar and Animal Kingdom. It's a really magical place. It's really cool. Okay. Next question. Question number 5. Spring musical. One of your favorite Disney musicals.
First of all, we love the musicals.
You guys know.
All musicals. We actually have an entire playlist on our channel of the Disney on Broadway concert series, which is essentially famous people coming to Epcot and singing Disney musical songs. So we'll link those up above if you want to see those performances.
So
they didn't come this year to Festival of the Arts because of the great unpleasantness with the world, and they didn't come. But
hopefully for next year.
Next year we are hoping. But if you want to catch those videos, we'll link them in a playlist, and we'll just put the playlist up here. Yeah. And if the camera angle just changed, it's because we had to have a battery change because we talk way too much. So
okay.
Apologize for that.
I feel like I would be lying if I named anything other than Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, I do love a lot of Disney musicals. Like I just said, Disney music's like one of my favorite genres to listen to of music. But it has to be Hunchback. It's just...
If you didn't say Hunchback, I would not believe you.
It's just... so wonderfully beautiful.
Yep.
And I cry, and it's just, it fills my soul. Fills my soul. And also, I will give a shout out to Frozen 2, because it is one of the Disney soundtracks that I don't skip any songs. Like, I listen to it Except occasionally Next Right Thing, because sometimes I just can't emotionally handle it. But everything else, I listen to. So yes.
Yeah. If I had to pick... Okay, so this is, I guess this is kind of cheating, but I'm picking The Little Mermaid, but more specifically, The Little Mermaid musical soundtrack. So I know that's not a movie, but the Broadway soundtrack, they actually added songs, they changed up some songs, and I actually prefer those versions of the songs most of the time over the animated movie.
That's right.
Just because I feel like they literally kind of expanded the storyline more to fill more space, obviously, because it's a show, it's not a movie. So, yeah, I prefer the soundtrack, but I do love the songs of The Little Mermaid. I think they're jamming. I think they did a great job.
Little Mermaid's one of those that I think I prefer the music to the actual movie. Not that I don't like the movie,
I think so too.
But I love the music.
Yeah, I could listen to the soundtrack.
Also, If Only from the Broadway soundtrack.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Some of the songs that weren't even in the
songs.
movie that they made for the musical are some of my favorites.
I was so happy when they did it for Little Mermaid Live. They did it for me, and I was so happy.
Yeah. Question 6 is Mother's Day. This one is a movie that makes you think of motherhood, your mother, mothers in general, any sort of mother in a movie. That's this prompt.
Cool. So when we were thinking about this prompt, we were trying to come up with like our favorite Disney mothers and like who really stands
Can I also make a point to say, before we share who our favorite mothers are, Disney tends to put the shaft on parents a lot.
They do.
Like,
we
kind of struggled to think about, like, really great parents that aren't dead.
Yeah.
They either kill off the parents, or I can think of, like, more than both my hands of terrible parents that are in Disney movies. So what's up with that, Disney?
Yeah.
We need to make more parents that are there for their kids, and that raise their kids, and that love their kids, and that their kids love them. You know, we're here for good relationships.
Good family
We're here for family bonding.
Which, one of those that I can think of that's one of my favorites as far as the whole family storyline is Brave. Because that's really about family and family ties and coming to love your family, and even when you disagree.
They have struggles.
Even when you disagree, you're still family, and that is someone who loves you unconditionally, and I love Eleanor.
I'm thinking about that big scene at the end where there's like the family hug and they all come together. Sweet.
And honestly, Eleanor is a great mother. It is not her fault that Merida was rebellious. All of the problems of the movie are Merida.
And we love Merida. That also makes me think of our mother, because our mother loves Merida.
Yes.
But Yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, definitely there were some things she maybe could have handled better. But I'm just saying, Eleanor really wasn't on the wrong for most of that movie.
Yeah. She could have listened.
She
a
probably
little more.
didn't. I mean, the forcing her to marry was probably not great. But like,
that's
I'm just
probably
saying,
also not under her control because that's really the king. Like,
that's like
it's the king's
law
daughter's role.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's not like she made her do that. Anyway,
we digress.
The movie that makes me think of a fabulous mother, and again, a great family relationship who didn't have quite so many issues, is 101 Dalmatians.
Their issues were all from
Purdy.
outside.
Yeah, like Purdy is such a great mom.
It's true.
I love them. I think Anita is a great mom.
Uh-huh.
And I love how in the movie, it's Pongo and Purdy who go after the puppies.
Yeah.
And rescue them, and then the puppies are so happy to see them when they find them, and it's just wholesome, and I love it.
So wholesome.
And I'm here for it, and I'm here for the humans, and the dogs, and the baby dogs,
and the human babies.
And the baby humans. I love it all. I love it all.
On the vein of like dog movies, I also love Darling from Lady and the Tramp.
I was trying not to say Lady and the Tramp because
I will say Lady and the Tramp. I will say Lady and the Tramp. I love Darling, and also Lady.
Lady's a great mother too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I love them both.
The final prompt already?
The final prompt. Question 7. Spring aesthetic, a movie that makes you think of spring. Which for me is really easy. It's Bambi.
Bambi.
If it wasn't Bambi, we should all be shocked. I love Bambi. I really do. Yeah. Like, it's a more recent discovery for me because it's one of those things
honestly
that I think a lot of people only associate with the one, like, really sad scene. Where Bambi's mom dies.
Death.
And I feel like a lot of people like maybe watched it once and have never watched it again. You know, because it is pretty.
Or you watch it when you're little, you get scarred, and then you never want to watch it again.
But the wholesome like springtime vibes,
the friendships,
Thumper and Bambi,
the adventures that really aren't super duper.
They're not that high
scary.
Stakes.
Like it's really, other than the beginning, it's actually not.
I mean, the
that
forest
scary
fire is kind of scary.
Yeah.
But like, it's just a great springtime movie. I love it to death, and I definitely will think that is my spring vibe. The
movie that I thought of first, or I guess it's a bunch of movies that I'm honestly surprised you didn't say, is Winnie the Pooh movies, and specifically like Piglet's Big Movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Literally, it has winter scenes and spring scenes.
Yeah.
But the whole like buzz, new that's spring. So to me, that's literally what I think of.
I think in my brain,
and the 100-Acre Wood, it just says spring.
It does. I think in my brain, I kind of more associate with summer because I think, you know, I always think of like Christopher Robin's off of school, so it's like summertime, and I think of all the snowy scenes and stuff like that. So I don't know, but that is a great point. I do love Winnie the Pooh.
And then Winnie the Pooh, what's it called? Roo.
Springtime with Roo.
Springtime with Roo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally called Springtime with Roo.
Yeah. Pooh's Heffalump movie, also all the springtime vibes.
Another great mother for the Mother's Day question, Kanga.
Yeah.
How do we forget Kanga?
Oh my gosh, I feel like
Kanga is like top 3 Disney mothers.
Yeah, for sure.
And she's
she mothers all of them,
and she's gentle, and she makes the best cookies, apparently.
There's a whole mother song in Piglet's Big Movie about a mother and her intuition. She knows just what to do. I feel like a fake fan. Who am I?
Fake fan.
Who am I? I named Lady and the Tramp, and you named Winnie the Pooh. What is happening?
Crazy world, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, that is all of the questions for the Spring Disney Movie Tag.
A huge shout out to Nina. Thank you for creating this tag. Yes. We had a lot of fun doing it.
I don't think we're going to tag anyone because it's already basically summer at this point. So,
but if you want to do this tag, feel free to say that we tagged you because we want to see your answers. We love getting to talk about Disney movies, so we want to hear your answers. If you want to share your answers with us in the comments, please do that. Or if you have a YouTube channel and you want to make the video, please do that as well. And we just can't wait to hear from you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe down below for more Disney magic.
Be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future tag videos coming on our channel.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye!